Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Anish and this is my mom, Auntie Chitra.
Hi everybody.
So today, Mom, you're making my favorite dish. It's called Nasi Goreng. A lot of you may not know, but I grew up in Jakarta, Indonesia. I was born in India, but I never lived in India. I grew up in Jakarta for 10 to 11 years,
yes.
And then we moved to Miami, Florida. So a lot of what I like is Asian influenced. I love Asian food. I love Indian food as well. India is in Asia, guys. But this is my number one favorite dish. It's called Nasi Goreng, and it's like an Indonesian fried rice.
Yes, nasi means rice, goreng means fried.
Right? And it's got a lot of nice flavors, but no one makes it like my mom.
She's just being kind.
I'm not. I've traveled all around the world. I've been to Indonesian restaurants in Miami and New York and California. Nothing tastes like the nasi goreng my mom makes at home. And every time I would come home from New York, or every time I would travel and come home, or it's my birthday, this is the dish
she asks
my mom makes for me. And usually you eat it with cucumbers and a fried
egg on top.
And today my mom is going to make you the vegetarian version of nasi goreng. And of course someone's calling now. They're gonna have to wait. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I'm going to step aside and watch you make it.
Sure. It's a very simple dish, and I think, it comprises of ingredients that everyone should have in their pantry. So basically, let's begin. I have the Thai bird chilies, about 5 of them, because we eat pretty spicy. Suppose you don't eat any spice, just omit this, because you know what, if you don't handle it at all and you still want to try how the flavors are of this rice, then just don't use these Thai bird chilies. They're very small but very potent. I use 1 Roma plum tomato, and it doesn't change the taste. I don't know why, but it doesn't. And it has lots of garlic, so I'm using 4 cloves of garlic here. Half a red onion that's available in our supermarkets. Now all this needs to be blended. Add a little bit water. I'm using canola oil because we don't want any strong, flavored oils like olive oil has a distinct, aroma, or sesame. So I try to use an oil that doesn't have any, smell. So I'm using about 3 teaspoons of this oil. You'll hear the sizzle, which shows the oil should not be smoking hot because it can burn. It just has to be hot enough. The goodness of garlic, everything. Let me tell you, it's strong, okay? Okay, this is fried well enough. Okay, now I'm adding cooked rice. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vegetarian hoisin sauce, and 1 teaspoon of sweet soy sauce, because I don't want this to be too sweet. And the Indian in me, I like to use a slightly spicy ketchup, and I use Maggie hot and sweet, just half a teaspoon. It just, I feel makes it taste better. And I also use about half a teaspoon of this chili garlic that's being, it's like kind of marinated in oil, I think. I buy this at the Oriental grocery. The surprise ingredient in this, which you would have never guessed, is lots of cabbage. I use about 2 cups not tightly packed, it's just loosely packed into it. And you know, along with the sauces, it just cooks. And then we will call the expert, that's Anisha, to try it to see if we need more salt or seasoning, you know.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice.
But you have to tell me if the salt is good enough or you want more chilies, you know.
Smells amazing. I wish there was, like, as Emeril Lagasse used to say, remember he'd say smell-o-vision? I wish there was smell-o-vision so you guys could smell right now.
Oh, when they were all growing up, they would watch Food Network.
We were addicted to Food Network and the cooking channel. It's perfect.
That's it, it's done.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome anytime.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.